So here we are in the last few weeks of summer.
Yep, middle of September, and we're very excited because we have a very big event or project occurring during this visit. So last time we were here, we mentioned that we met with a gentleman who owned an excavation company, and that this was really the first step we needed to starting to maintain the land, was to have him come in and do some work on the road and start clearing out some of the cane, or I think we were calling it bamboo, but it's technically cane. So that is going to actually happen this week.
The excavator arrives.
The excavator arrives. We don't really know what to expect. We'll see where this goes and how much we actually get cleared out.
And we're hoping by the end of this to be able to see the creek.
Most of it you can't see. There's only a couple of spots where it's actually exposed. The original intent was only to have the grasses mowed on the lower part of the park, just to keep it in check. However, the land was so treacherous, the grasses and things were so deep and things were so overgrown that they didn't feel comfortable coming out here and mowing it. So we just decided to go ahead and have that work done.
Yeah, it really worked out perfectly.
It really did. And we're not doing the work ourselves. We're having somebody else do this work. So we can continue to focus on working on the house and emptying it. Yeah.
And speaking of emptying the house, we also have another bulk trash pickup. Number three.
Number three,
okay.
Yeah.
We're getting good at this.
we're getting into a rhythm, I feel like.
Yes. We're going to remove all of the kitchen cabinets. We're going to try and eliminate everything in the kitchen. However, those cabinets are still full of pots and pans, old pots and pans. Who knows what I'm going to find in there. But that'll be my priority, is to really clear those out so we can get the cabinets off the wall.
In addition to having the work done on the land, clearing out the kitchen, we are going to start working on the cantinas below the house. As a reminder, we have 5 cantinas under the house. All 5 are full to the roof with stuff. And we will not get them emptied entirely on this trip. I think we're just going to
scratch the surface.
So we got a lot of big things happening this week. It's exciting.
It's going to be a good week.
Yeah. All right,
let's get to it.
Time to get back to work.
Again.
Right. We were so pleased to find local professionals to perform this work on the land. Not only did they come highly recommended, but it turns out the excavator operator is very familiar with our property. He's actually done work here on 2 different occasions in the past. Once was about 20 years ago. He was here to shape some of the terraces in the area we refer to as the orchard. The second time was about 15 years ago, when some work was done to reinforce one side of the creek. So needless to say, we feel like we're in very good hands. It's impossible to convey how amazed we are at what was accomplished in just a single day, and by the amount of additional land that has been uncovered. This entire area was nothing but cane and brambles, so thick that there was no way to get a sense of what was beneath it all. This is a complete transformation, and it opens up so many new possibilities. Our minds are already spinning with ideas of how we might use this space in the future. I mean, we fully expected it to feel more open, but this has exceeded anything we could have imagined. By clearing this area, we also made two new discoveries. The first is this ancient stone wall near the edge of the creek. We had only caught glimpses of it through the cane during previous visits and had no idea it was this large. We have been told these are fairly common and are intended to help divert the creek in a specific direction when the water level rises. The second discovery is this old stone well. Now, we had absolutely no idea this existed, but it makes sense that many years ago, this is where the family would have come to get their water. Fortunately, at some point in the past, someone had the foresight to fill it in so that it poses no risk to people or animals. Needless to say, the work is progressing much faster than we anticipated, and we can't wait to see how much more they can uncover in the coming days. Progress is a bit slower today as we venture into an area that has less cane, but is thicker with brambles, vines, and small trees. This guy is like a surgeon with the excavator, and I'm amazed at how he can navigate around the trees to remove the brush and vines. These guys from the excavation company, as well as our neighbors, have a wealth of knowledge about the trees and other plants growing here. And we have been happy to take their recommendations for which we should keep and which should be removed. We're fortunate that nearly half of our land is heavily wooded, the half on the other side of the creek. On this side, closest to the house, the land has historically been used agriculturally. But the vegetation has become so thick that it's actually preventing us from accessing some parts of our olive grove. And the trees that have grown here are mostly acacia, which are non-native to Italy and quite invasive. But like anything, they do have their benefits. So where it makes sense to leave some of them, we will. Now that Tammy has cleared out all the cabinetry, it's time to get them off the walls and out to the street.
Okay.
All right.
Our pickup isn't scheduled until tomorrow afternoon, but we have no idea what time they will actually arrive. So, to ensure we have plenty of time to get everything out, we decided it was probably a good idea to start today.
A third great
You are
idea?
full of good ideas. That is a good idea number 3. Okay, all yours.
Got it.
Okay, we're off.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, down a little bit. All right,
Okay,
2 down.
excellent. Oh, bang it. Okay. All right, I got it.
Okay. Heavy. Heavy. Got it?
Yep.
And off. Okay.
Okay, I've got it. I've got it.
And then we'll go to the right. This
Yep.
Oh, there is some wires, so never mind. Okay.
Kill the power.
Yep.
Yeah, I've
Got
got
it.
it. Yep. Can you just unscrew it from the cabinet instead of trying to disconnect the
Yeah.
wires?
Should we put this back up there and hang it up back up
No,
there?
I'm fine if you can just unscrew it. Like get the drill and unscrew these lights.
Okay, there's one. Good. Get the ladder away from me here. And I think the quickest, yeah, I got it right there. Yeah, stay right there.
Okay, you need to come.
What's that?
You need to hurry.
Okay. Okay, now I come back. Ready? sell it down. They like stay their normal original size.
Okay. Oh, it's a huge spider.
But I think it might be dead. For that long. No?
Oh, it's alive. Okay, now how do we tape those?
Yeah, I'll just tape those up. We'll get them covered.
Do you have tape?
I do.
Okay. All right, high five, man. Good job.
Now, with the hard part out of the way, we can get busy. The vegetation has all been cut down, and the focus now turns to cleaning up all the debris. It's also important that we dig down and remove the roots, or both the cane and the brambles will grow back quickly and aggressively. We don't expect to get them all in this first pass, and we know we'll need to have the excavator back to remove those that we missed. We also realize that 3 days will not be enough to finish the job, so the plan is to continue working through the end of the week.
I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to this one.
I'm really not either. Okay.
And it's going to be 30 degrees today.
Okay, quick update. We are under the gun a little bit, under pressure a little bit this morning. The waste management company is coming to do another bulky pickup. At this time, instead of having it done in the morning, they decided we'll come tomorrow afternoon. So it feels like it hasn't given us quite as much time to get everything out. And this time, it's all about the cantinas. And we're going to start with this one behind us first. And there's a lot in there, and it's going to be gross. We're going to have to wear our masks.
Not looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun. So anyway, we got to get to it because who knows when they're going to show up, but we probably have a few hours at most.
So one of the interesting things about the trash pickup, 5 weeks ago, we had a pickup, our second pickup, and we put a few items out. And at night, people come and take things, which is great. We're happy to have it get another life. But we put some things out 5 weeks ago, and when we arrived this morning, somebody brought some of the stuff they took last time back.
Yeah, 5 weeks later, they took it because they thought they wanted it, and then 5 weeks later thought, oh, they're putting more stuff out. Let's bring that stuff back. We realized
we decided we didn't
crap.
like it.
We didn't want it. It's
So
very
anyway.
funny. So a lot of stuff was gone, but some stuff returned.
Some stuff returned.
So anyway, all right, let's get on it because
Okay.
I feel like we only have a few hours left.
We do.
Okay, andiamo.
you have to video it.
There's all kinds of irons. Here's a really old one. You just heat it up.
Just find other containers to put it in, you know?
Oh, that's true too. Well, I just guess I can carry it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That leg, I'll grab this leg.
And just see what's in here.
Okay.
That's easy. That we can
I'm
take
gonna
away.
take these chairs up.
Okay. Set some out of here. Get them out of here first. And then we'll carry them up.
I might be able to do like a sled and put it up too.
One more. And then it was covering up what looks like a bunch of trash.
That's just household trash. It's
Household
been stuck
trash.
down here.
Yep.
Oh, that's gross.
That's a good way to do it.
White pepper. Sure, it's still good.
Let there be light. What is in here?
Well, we have a collection of 60s records, it looks like. Disco. And these might be valuable. Disco.
They're vinyl records?
They're vinyl, yeah.
Oh, they're
Disco 1, yeah. Disco 1, Disco 2, Disco 3.
Every time I hear you say disco, I think you're talking about the Bee Gees or...
Yes.
No, disco
Disco.
means the disc.
Disc 1, 2, 3.
Nothing terribly scary.
No?
No. Some buckets.
I think they were nice pieces, though.
What's that?
I think they were nice pieces.
That is a baby.
Holy cow. I'll have to get that looked at. Put that
Sit
there.
right there. If a mouse jumps on me, I'm going to scream. Oh my god, it's like an old steel frame. It's so heavy. See it.
You just go straight up.
Okay, you gotta.
I'll push.
You push and just hold it upright so it
Right.
doesn't fall over. Now, I would love to get. I know it's risky, but we gotta get him out of here. I'll tell you what. Let me just drag from this end, see if I can just pull him off.
You're brave. I love you.
I'm not brave. I'm stupid. There were mice in here at one time. I don't see any now.
If you can help me get this down, I can carry it up.
It's heavy. It's full of
Oh,
cushions.
it's heavy. Okay, never mind. No, it's fine. Let's do the
Let me
mattress.
double check and make sure, but I think it's heavy, but not undoable if you want to drag it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop it. There you go.
For those of you keeping count, this is mattress number 22.
Okay, so let's say that I mice in this one.
Oh my god.
There were. Yeah. Yeah, probably eventually.
Oh, this is an old footstool.
Yeah, the fabric is all just rotting away, but it's like a burlap almost, like, or I guess just a woven material. And then it's filled with straw. Yeah, it's all straw filled. I don't see any wool in it at all.
Thank you, Steve.
So many spiders.
Oh, soft.
Fabric,
Yeah.
I'll grab that sign, or we'll set it like a funnel kind of thing.
I'll put those irons in so they're not.
Io tanto carico e poi toccate fuori. Ok, perfetto. Poi abbucchiamo, sta lì. Ok. Grazie.
We deliberated quite a bit about what to do with the debris left over from all this clearing. And when I say we, I mean the owner of the excavation company, the excavator operator, and myself. We had two options. One was to simply burn it, but we all agreed that would create a lot of smoke, and with our proximity to the village, probably wouldn't make us very popular with our neighbors. The second, and seemingly more prudent option, was to dig a giant hole somewhere on the property and bury it. While I preferred the second option, I still had some reservations. For one, all that organic material will decay and collapse over time. As it does, the ground above will slowly sink. It just seemed to me like it would limit what we're able to do with the land. But it did seem like the better of the two options. So the three of us, the owner of the excavation company, the excavator operator, and I, decided that digging a hole and burying it was the best solution. I immediately went up to the house to tell Tammy about this fantastic decision we men had made. She listened to my explanation and justification for this decision. She nodded her head, indicating she understood the rationale. And then once I finished, she very calmly asked, "Why don't they just haul it away?" I then went back down to call another meeting of the men. When I conveyed this third option provided by Tammy, they all nodded and said, "Great idea." So the three of us, the owner of the excavation company, the excavator operator, and I, decided hauling it away would absolutely be the best solution. With both the bulky trash pickup and the first round of clearing the land complete, we spent our final day at the villa working on a few odd jobs and just cleaning the place up a bit. This week has been very tiring, but also very satisfying. The land feels transformed in a way we never expected, and we are now finally beginning to make our way into the cantinas. Sometimes it can seem as though things are moving too slowly, but a week like this makes us feel as if we're finally getting somewhere. It's a recurring discussion between us. What's next? What should we be doing that we aren't? Are we moving too slowly? But we always end up at the same answer. This is exactly what we said we wanted. It was never about just having a nice house to live in. We wanted to do this with our own hands, not turn it over to someone else to do it all for us. It was about having new experiences and creating new memories. Now, I know it's a cliche, but it really is all about the journey and not the destination. And we are learning so much about this villa and this land along the way. We really do feel as if we're unraveling a mystery that's been hidden away for decades. Every document and photo we find, every conversation with a neighbor, gives us a little more information about the villa, the land, and the family that lived and worked here for so many years. It's unlike anything either of us has ever done or ever dreamt of doing. And yes, it is hard, and it's dirty, but it's also a lot of fun.